what's up? I'm Unknown Shadow, this is Albert, this is Colorado, and what are we doing today? Well, we're social distancing, that's what we're doing. I guess we're doing that every day. In my last video, it was a little more quiet. It was just basically garage time, whereupon I was replacing the Bazaz stock ECU, the Bazaz ZFI, and the ZAFM module, and pulling all that stuff out along with the speedo corrector and replacing it all with the ARACER Super 2. I mean, as you saw with all of the replacement in the last video, and actually if you didn't see that last video, I'll link to that video in the comments below, and I'll probably put a little card or something up there. But all of the Bazaz replacement, replacing all of that, replacing the ECU with a much simpler connection, just a standard ECU connection and the wideband O2. It's just such a simpler setup. But yeah, so for now what I'm doing is just kind of putting a little bit of miles on the bike. Before I left, I turned on the auto tune, letting that sit there and go. You'll notice that the AFR is sitting at about 13.5, which is pretty good. I took the bike out yesterday. You know, the main thing right now is that the speedometer is definitely a bit off. But basically, like, there's a speed gain correction in the ARACER, which I think now right before I left, I set it to like 0.5. And it's still a good 4 or 5 miles off. So we'll see if we can get that to fix. If not, then I may have to put the speedo healer back in, or just remember that I'm not going as fast as the bike tells me, which isn't a bad thing. In the meantime, I've been kind of moving the bike through different RPMs at different gearing, letting the AF1 get adjusted, and just kind of see how everything tunes out. Even with just the few miles that I have put on the bike since installing the ARACER, you can already feel that the power is a lot better, is a lot more even throughout the range. It seems like it has a little more confidence through the power band. Right now I have the app open up to kind of the simpler view, just so I can see the GPS speed. Noticeably, the GPS speed, even though I set it in the more detailed view, it still wasn't showing the GPS speed, which is weird. But you know, it's new to me, so I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff I'm doing wrong. So since my YouTube channel is not actually monetized at the moment, I'm working my way there, but I'm not quite there yet. It does put me in an interesting position right now that I can say words like COVID-19, quarantine, and coronavirus without fear of demonetization of this video. I mean, I'm not going to get any money off of it anyway. So because I'm not monetized, I at least just wanted to say, you know, hopefully everybody's staying safe and everybody's kind of staying a safe distance from each other. Wash your hands, stay away from other people, you know, things that us introverts tend to do anyway. I mean, one nice thing about motorcycle riding is I'm just here in my helmet, so social distancing check. You know, you don't want to put yourself or anybody else into some harm's way. Oh well, that's all I have to say on that. Just ride safe, stay safe, look out for each other. Oh, I should actually also mention the tires. A couple videos ago I showed that I upgraded the tires to the Kenda Big Blocks, and I put a few more miles on them. Street, tiny little bit of dirt, and these tires have been awesome. They are a little bit smaller than the previous tires, which does not help the speedo, but you know, in general, I can put up with that for having a little bit more aggressive tire, that I'm not as worried about what I happen to ride along or into. So those have been awesome. I had also swapped out the brake discs, and you know, definitely you can feel a little bit more stopping power, which is nice. I still am kind of braking them in, so I haven't like slammed on the brakes yet. But just in general, I mean, the brakes are there, so that's we'll count that as good. But yeah, with the ARACER, I mean, this is a fairly good-sized hill. Not overly large, but I mean, this thing is still pulling without a problem. Making some speed even. I think I'm sitting in, yeah, I'm still in 3rd gear. And I don't know, that part has been a huge positive. I'm gonna try to make my way up to a road kind of heading north of Boulder here. Depending on the traffic, maybe I'll be able to open it up a little bit more too. It's basically the road between Boulder and Lyons, so that should be a little bit of fun. It's not... I still have yet to take this up into the mountains. I want to get a number of things dialed in before I start dealing with actual, like, altitude change. Bad enough that I'm at about 6,000 feet, so, you know. Right now I'm just enjoying the fact that it's actually 50-60 degrees. It hadn't snowed in 2 days, and I can just be outside. On my phone says about 65. Speedometer says 70. We're just gonna have to see. I trust the car is riding up my ass, that I'm gonna trust the GPS speed. that's it for the moment. So far, definitely happy with the ARACER change. You know, a lot simpler setup, at least physically a lot simpler setup. A little bit more complicated in the app and everything else, and a lot of changes that can be made. But for somebody that likes to tinker with things, that's probably not such a bad thing. With that, we'll call this a video. Hope you liked it. Like, subscribe, do those things if you like to do those things. Yeah, but otherwise, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're staying safe. Thanks for watching. Bye.